Hi again. Differential equation is continued in this video, and then in the next video the differential equation will be completed. So just concentrate in each and every videos. This is a little bit confusing type, so just concentrate up to the end. Okay, so let's go to the higher order linear differential equation. General linear differential equation of nth order. This is a higher order, so the order will goes on, right? So linear differential equation of nth order, because it's a higher order, normally it will be like d power n y by dxn plus p1, and likewise minus put minus 1 to the n, right? Minus 2 to the n for P2, and for P3 put minus 3 to the n. Okay, likewise it's go on, and this differential will become y at last Pn, which is equal to x. So here P1, P2, P up to Pn, these are a constants or the function of x. Then comes linear differential equation with constant coefficient. This is also an important one. Okay. So if it is a constant coefficient, means there only occurs constant. Okay. Like you can see the same thing, the same equation, but instead of P1 I am just putting K1, K2, Kn up to Kn. Why? Means these are all constants, but here it may be constants or function of x. Okay, so this first equation, this equation, so I am just taking this equation as 1, and this first equation I can written as, you can see here, operator d. Operator d means d which is equal to d by dx. If it is d square, means d square by dx square. If it is capital D cube, means d cube by dx cube, like first derivative, second derivative, third derivative. So likewise I am just returning this equation, that coefficient equation. Okay, so the constant coefficient equation I have written like this, and you can take the y as outside, and you know these are the constants, so this is a function of d, right? So the function of d into y, which is equal to x. So this is the main thing. Okay, where here the d is a polynomial. Okay, because it has so many things, so many items. Okay, so d is polynomial, and this equation, from this equation, so I have named it as 2. So from this equation we'll have two solutions. Like the solution contains two parts, complementary function and then particular integral. We have studied these in the school days, and it's like a recall, so you can easily identify that complementary function and particular integral. Let's see what is this and this. Okay, for finding the complementary function, we will say this f of d which is equal to 0. Just putting this left term which is equal to 0 means we will find the complementary function, like left term. Okay, left hand side we have to equate it to 0, while particular solution means one particular solution of given equation. We have to give one particular solution for the given equation. Okay, let's see that. First thing, to find the complementary function, there are some rules. Okay, so let's see that. We know that left hand side will be equal to 0, so I am just taking f of d into y which is equal to 0. If f of d is equal to 0 means this is auxiliary equation. Like the auxiliary equation may be x square, like in y terms I am saying y square plus 4y plus floor, or else, okay, x square plus 4y plus 4. So in this equation, which is equal to 0 means we can find two roots for the y, right? So this is called auxiliary equation. It gives some roots. Depending on that we will find the complementary function. So what are the roots? How can be the roots may? So how can we give the complementary function like this formula for each and every root? We see that for the case 1, when roots of AE auxiliary equations are real and extant, like if the roots are like 3, 2, 1 or 5, 7, it is a real and auxiliary. It may be a -1, okay, maybe plus or minus, but it is real and extant, like M1, M2, M3 likewise. So if we have roots like this means we can easily say C1, this is constant, okay, C1 into e power m1x plus C2 into e power m2x. So we need to put this roots in power of e, okay, that's the formula here. We have studied in school like a into e power mx plus b into e power m2x. Likewise, we studied in school by putting a b instead of c1 c2. So just think that c1 c2, that's it, okay. If these roots are real and repeated like 1 1 1 3 4 7, likewise it may be. If you can see here 1 1 1 was repeated. If it is repeated means just take the constants alone. How many things are repeated? M1, M1, M3, M4, likewise it's going on. So M1, M2, so the two roots are repeating means just take two constants. Constant number 1 C1 plus constant number 2 C2 into x into this part e power m1x, the common m, plus if it is single means just make a single thing, that's it, okay. In our school days we have studied that a plus bx into e power mx. If the m is common means we will write like this, okay. And for the third case, roots are complex and distinct. So complex means it will have I term, okay, means real means and numbers. Complex means it will has some items with the numbers, okay. So like you can see here alpha plus I beta and another real roots are there means we can easily say that as e power alpha x plus c1 cos bx plus c2 sin bx. So beta should be written in the cos and sin, but alpha in case of e power alpha x, that's it. And these are the same thing, e into c constant into e power mx, okay. So these are same terms, but in school days we have studied that e power alpha x into a cos beta x plus b sin beta x, okay. And the fifth root is complex, and if it is repeated means just take the complex outside. If alpha is same, okay, alpha and beta are same means two roots, you can see here this itself has two roots, this itself has two roots, so four roots totally. So we need four constants. So e power alpha x into c1 plus c2x into cos bx plus c2 plus c4x into sin bx. So likewise we need four constants. Let's see some examples here. They have given like d power cube, d cube x by dt cube minus 6. So they have given like third derivative, second derivative and the first derivative and some x point. So we need to change this to d operator. So how can I change this? If it is third derivative means d cube, second derivative means d square, first derivative means d. Simply x means we don't need to put anything, it will be 1. Okay, so this is the equation. So from this equation we are gonna find CF. So I'm just putting this left hand side which is equal to 0. So you can see here this is cube. So I need to put first, I have written the coefficients here. 1 minus 6, 11 minus 6. 1 minus 6, 11 minus 6. After that, I am just assume to take 1 here. So I am just putting 1 here. Okay. So here you can see there are 3 roots. If it is 2 roots means we can use this method like product. This is product and this is sum. We can use this method. But if it is 3 roots means you need to put this form. So I am just taking 1. First in the first term, in the first row we can, means in the second row we will put 0. Just add these things and multiply it. Okay. And I will tell you that if it is 0 means 1 plus 0 is 1. So 1 into 1. So multiply these things and put here. So 1 into 1 which is equal to 1 and add it, minus 5. Again minus 5 into 1 minus 5, put it here, minus 5. So you will get 6. 6 into 1, again into it, 6 into 1 is 6. So put it here, 6. If we get 0 means our assumption 1 is correct. So this one is correct. Like D will have 1 root and then just take this term as D square. Like D square into 1 minus 5D plus 6 which is equal to 0, right? So we can take like this. So if we will get easily, we will get product is 6 and the sum is minus 5. Means what? 3 2s are 6. If I put minus here means I will get minus 5, right? So D roots will be 1 and this is minus 3 minus 2. So in D root we need to put the opposite symbol. 2 3. So 1 to 3 is the roots. It is real and distinct. So we will get directly as C1, C2, C3, E power T, E power 2T, E power 3T. That's it. Why I have put T means, you can see here they have asked in terms of T. Okay. So that's why I am putting T. And the next question, this is like we will just change this equation to D operator. So D square plus 2D plus 1 which is equal to 0. So left hand side which is equal to 0 means 1. I can say 1 into 1. So if I put minus here, like if I add these two terms I will get 2, right? So this one is correct. So if I want to take the D values means just take the opposite values, minus opposite signs, minus 1, minus 1. Okay, just substitute here C1 plus, these are repeated, right? So this one is repeated. So just write C1 plus C2 because there are 2 roots. So 2 constants. C1 plus C2 into X into E power minus X. That's it. And here they have given one question and we need to take it as in D operator. So D square plus D plus 1. But here we can't use this method like product and some 2 numbers we will get the sum, right? So this method is not applicable. If it is not applicable means you can just take this coefficient as A, this coefficient as B and this coefficient as C. Is it okay? Yes. So 1, 1, 1. A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to 1. Just take this as A, B, C. After that we need to find D. What is the formula means? We have studied it, these things in the school times. This is the formula to find the complex roots. Okay, to find the complex roots. Minus B plus or minus square root of B square minus 4AC by 2A. This is the formula. So minus B plus or minus square root of B square minus 4AC by 2A. Just substitute all these value and at last you will get like this. If inside the root there will be minus means you can take that minus as I. So you can take that minus in outside of root, it will become like I. Okay. So minus 1 plus or minus I root 3. So you can say here I can take this as real and this one as complex. So minus 1 by 2 as alpha, this is real, and root 3 by 2I, this is complex. So if the roots are complex means we can directly write as e power minus half x, that is alpha x c1 into cos beta. Beta is what? Root 3 2. So root 3 2x plus c2 into sine root 3 by 2x. Okay. Let's see another sum here. D square plus 2d plus c plus 3, which is equal to 0. Here we can't use this method. So I am just taking a, which is equal to 1, and b is 2 and c as 3. So I am just substituting in this formula. Formula is what? Minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Just substitute all these values in this formula and you will get at last minus 1 plus or minus root 2I. So this is alpha, this is beta. You need to write this beta in terms of cos and sine and alpha as a common outside. Okay, so this is the thing. And you can see here another sum. D cube plus 1, which is equal to 0. So they have given d cube. So first I need to assume 1. If I assume 1 means I will get like what is the thing here? This is cube. Cube means I will get 1. And next comes square. But here there is no d square coefficient. Next come d. There is no d here. And next come the constant value 1. If I put 1 means, if this is 0, it is common. If I put 1 means, I just add this 1. 1 into 1. I need to into it. 1 into 1 is what? 1. If we add it, it will become 1. Again 1 into 1 is 1. So if we add it, it will become 1. Again 1 into 1 is what? 1. But here 2 is remainder. So this one is wrong. So I am just taking minus 1. Next one as, this is the assumption value. So I'm just taking the assumption as minus 1. So if I took minus 1 means I will easily get the value as 0. So you can see here minus 1 plus. So if I add it, it will become 1. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Just put it here into it. So minus 1, add it, minus 1. Then again into it, minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. So plus 1, add it, 1. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So I have got 0 here. So the assumption is correct. So d, which is equal to minus 1. You can take this value as directly. And here you can see here d square minus d plus 1. So from this thing you will get the complex value. Just use this formula. Minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Just use this formula. Take a as 1, b as minus 1 and c as 1. Okay, substituting these values you will get the roots as like this. This is same like this sum. Okay, 1 1 1. If you substitute all these things you will get the value as like this. Okay, the same here. Okay, just substitute these values here. So this one is a real one. So I am just writing here e power minus x into c3. And this is, you can write this term as first and this term as second. This is your opinion. And here real part will come in the e power alpha x into c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x, right? So here x will come, x and x. So that's it. This is the thing. Okay. So we will go to the inverse operator. What is inverse operator means? This inverse operator we will use in the integration, particular integral part. Okay. Like we need to put 1 by function of d. That's it. So this 1 by function is what? Inverse operator to the f of d, right? So normally the equation will be the f of d into y, which is equal to x. So I'm just leaving this y, I'm just taking this part and this part. Like if I need to find the integral part means 1 by f of d, this part, I'm just taking the inverse thing into x, that's it. Okay, so depending on the function x, we will have the following case. So this x will have some cases like case 1, case 2. Okay. So let's see that. So rules for finding the particular integration. If the case 1, the x may be e power ax. If it is in the form of e power means, just remember that 1 by f of d into e power ax. This part is what? X, right? So e power ax. If this is the particular integration, right? Yes. If I put a in place of d means I will not get 0. Okay. I should not get 0. If I get 0 means I need to differentiate this again. Okay, like if I have d square minus 1, okay, if I have the a value as 1 means I need to put this a value in terms of d. If I put 1 here means it will become 0, so I need not allow this. So just differentiate this equation 2d, then you can put a equal to 1 here like in terms of d. So 2 will be answer. So it is not equal to 0. Likewise we need to reduce it up to the end. Okay, up to this term, when where up to the term will not be equal to 0, the denominator, then only we can stop it. Okay, so you can see here, replace d by a. So replace d by a. If f of a is not equal to 0, if it is equal to 0 means we need to differentiate it. Okay, so we need to differentiate it and we need to put x here. Okay, so x into 1 by f dash of d into e power ax. So again we need to replace d with as a. Okay, if you again replace d as a means the function will become f dash of a. It should not equal to 0. If it is equal to 0 means again differentiate it. Likewise you should go on. Okay, let's see some problems. We need to find particular integration of this equation. So what is that we want to do? Just leave this y and take this term as in the inverse into the left hand part. Can see here this is like e power. So I have to take d as minus 2, right? I should take d as minus 2, right? So I need to find this is the equation, d square plus 3d plus 2. So if I put minus 2 here means it will become 4 minus 6 plus 2, this will become 0. So I need to differentiate it. So this is the function. If I differentiate this means I will get 2d plus 3, right? So here it is, x into 1 by, I just differentiated it, 2d plus 3 into the same x term here. Okay, so again put minus 2 in the f dash. If I put minus 2 here means I will not get 0. So just substitute the values. If I put minus 2 means it will be 2 2s are 4. So minus 4 plus 3 like minus 1. So minus x into e power minus 2x. This will be the answer. Okay, let's see some other sums. You will get a clear idea. Okay, and again like one sum for the one case. Okay, then only you can get a clear idea. So note is what? X, if x they have given sin hx means you can directly take this as e power x minus e power minus x by 2. So you can take this right hand side as this one because this is a formulas. If they had given k means just take k into e power 0x. E power 0 is what? 1. So this is same. Okay. And if they given x as a power x means just take e power log because these two terms will come as 1, right? So the sum term will be remaining. So just take e power log of ax. So this x will come here. So e power x into log a. You can just take like this. And the case 2. Case 2 is what? Sine or cos. If this sine which has a form ax plus b means what? How can we find the particular integration? like the same thing, 1 by f dash of d square into, if it may be sine or cos. So I need to substitute minus a square. So in terms of d square means I need to substitute minus a square. Okay, so replace d square by minus a square. If I replace it means I should not get 0, then only I can continue. If it is 0 means I need to differentiate it and again substitute it. You can see here, I am just substituted here and I have written this, but this should not equal to 0. If it is equal to 0 means I need to differentiate this term and then again substitute it. So it will be go on. Okay, so you can see here I have given one for sum d square plus 3d plus 2 into y, which is equal to cos of 2x minus y, right? This is a sum. So we need to omit this y and just take this term as inverse into cos of 2x minus 1, right? So here cos of ax plus b. So what is a here? 2. So we need to put minus 2 minus 4. Okay, minus 4 instead of d square, right? So I am just putting minus 4 plus 3d plus 2. Just put minus 4 in place of d. Don't put anything to the d. Only in place of d square. So I am just putting it, and you can see here, if I make this means, if I simplify it, I will get 3d minus 2 into the cos term. So you need if you have anything like this as a denominator means, you can multiply it in the same by changing the second term. Then you will get easily the answer. You can see here, this is like a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So a square is what? 3 3s are 9. So 90 square minus of 2 square is what? 4. And you can see here this term, I will just, d is what? Differentiation. So into 3 into d means cos 2x minus 1. If I differentiate cos 2x minus 1, it will become minus of, because cos x, if we differentiate it, it will become minus sin x. So minus of sin 2x minus 1, right? So we need to differentiate it. If I differentiate it means it will be like this. So what is the thing is, so we have done the writing like the formulas. Okay, then afterwards again put, so don't need to multiply this. After this again put the d value to here to become, if it is becoming 0 or not, then only we can multiply the numerator. This will not be equal to 0, so I am just taking these things. So this is what? 2 into like d into cos term, right? So I am just taking 3 into like 3 into this one. So 3 into d into cos means minus sin 2x minus 1, and we need to differentiate this base, right? If I differentiate this base means I will get 2 plus 2 into cos of 2x minus 1, like this one, the same part. Okay, here is 2. After that just simplify it and you will get the answer. Here some notes are here, like if they had given sin square x means we can use the formula 1 minus cos 2x by 2. If they had given sin a cos a means just put half of sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. That's it. And the third category, if x is like x power n, so pi, which is equal to 1 by f of d, right, into x of n. Like we need to omit this y, right? So I am just taking this as inverse into x power n, which is equal to minus 1, right? So in order to expand the f of d function in increasing power of d and operate on xn. Okay, so we need to expand this term by increasing the power of d. Let's see that. They have given one sum. This is the one, and I am just taking this as inverse into x, right? So I am just taking this as minus 1. You can see here What is the last term here? 3. So I'm just taking the denominator, the 3 in the denominator. Okay, so 1 by 3, right? If I take this 3 outside means just put in a reverse order. Like if I took 3 outside means I will get d square by 3, right? Plus 2 by 3 of d plus 1, right? So just write in the reverse order 1, 2 by 3 of d plus d square by 3 because there is a formula. So this is like x. So 1 plus x the whole power minus 1 will be like 1 minus x plus x square minus x square, right? X cube. If it is plus symbol in the question means the sign will be alternately changed. So by substituting all these values, okay, so I'm just substituting the values for up to 1 minus x and x square, okay, into x, right? If I substitute all this value, I will get cancel and I will get the answer, right? If this is what x, so into x. If I into it to 1 means I will get x, right? So okay, x minus 2 by 3 of, so first time if I differentiate this 1 means it will become 1. Second time means it will become 0. So we no need to put second derivative. Go up to first derivative. So first derivative is NF 2 by 3. Okay. So from this equation we can easily write the solution. Okay. So what is the fourth case here? Fourth case is nothing but x which is equal to e power ax into v, right? So v is what? The function of x. So it can be like x or x square, it can be anything, the function of x, okay? So e power into the function of x. So how can I write this? Means pi which is equal to, I need to omit this, right? So this is x. So 1 by f of d into e power the x term. Is it right? Yes. So simply I just write this e power in the front and d plus a. So I'm just taking this e power to the front and I'm just adding plus a to the d term, right? So this is the thing. Then you can easily substitute it. So let's see some problems here. D square minus 2d plus 4 into y. So just omit it and I'm just writing this as in the reverse and then writing this x term here. This will become like pi, particular integration. So we need to put this e in the front. So I just put it in the front. After that just add d plus a. A is what here? E power ax. Here a is 1. So I'm just put d plus 1 here. So d plus 1 the whole square minus 2 into d plus 1 plus 4. Right. So if you this is like a formula a plus b the whole square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 2d minus 2 plus 4. So after simplify it you will get d square plus 3. Okay. So this is like if we this is like you need to put minus a square in terms of d square. This is like the previous sum. Okay. So if I put minus a here means minus a is what? Minus 1. If I put minus 1, okay, minus 1 here means the answer, this term will become 2, right? So it is not equal to 0. So we can directly put minus 1 here and we will get the answer like this. Okay. And the last case is what? If x is any form of the function of x. So you don't need to worry. If f of d is like d minus m1, d minus m, because we will write the roots like d minus 2 and d minus 3 likewise, right? So the same thing here, d minus m1 into d minus m2 up to d minus somewhat, it's going on. So particular integral will be written as a constant a1 by this term d minus m1 plus a2 into by this term plus up to into x. This is the particular integral. Okay. So let's see. So we need to find the complete solution. How can I find the complete solution? Just add the ci plus pi, like particular integration and complementary function. CF complementary function plus pi. Okay, so equations can be reduced to linear equation with constant coefficients. So as you already say, no, k1, k2, these are the constants, right? So if we add these things in the equation, means it will become constant coefficients linear equation, right? So the first thing we're gonna see Cauchy homogeneous linear differential equation. So Cauchy equation will be like x power n into d power n y by dx power n. So just put -1 and k here. So this is the thing we have already seen that. So Cauchy equations will be converted to the linear equation with constant coefficient. How can I convert it? Just put log x, which is equal to t. This is important because we have used this in some sums also. So log x, put log x equal to t. So from this you can easily say x equal to e power t, because this log will goes here, means it will become e, right? So x, which is equal to e power t. So I am just writing dy by dx, just a simple term, dy by dx, as here you can see here this is dy, this is dx, right? But here the terms are like dx and dt. So I am just write dy and dx in the opposite corners and fill the gap with dt. That's it. You will get that. Okay. So next is what means I just putting the value of this thing, because dt by dx, we can say log x into 1 by x, which is equal to dt, right? So we can directly say dt by dx will be equal to 1 by x. Okay, so dt by dx will be equal to 1 by x. I am just differentiating it. Okay, so 1 by x. So we can say dy by dx, which is equal to dy by dt. So in terms of dx, in terms of dt, but x should be added here. That's it. So we can write this as in terms of d operator. So by doing so, we can get dx into dy by dx, which is equal to d into y, right? So d is what? D by dt. Okay, so dy. If it is x square, means d into d minus 1 into y. If it is x cube, means d into d minus 1, d minus 2 into y. That's it. So it is like f of d into y, which is equal to t. Okay, let's see some problems here. So they have given the problems. You can see here this is a linear equation. Why it is means second order. It is second order, it is first order, and then no, the constant, like a single function. So we can easily say this as a Cauchy linear differential equation. So I am just putting log x, which is equal to t. So from that x equal to e power t, right? So we need to substitute all these things here, like d square into d square into d square y by dx square, right? Sorry, here there will be square, here there will be cube. Okay, so x square into d square y by dx square means just write d into d minus 1 into y. So just substitute these things in here. So d into d minus 1 into y minus of this term is what? D, this term, because you can see here dy. So dy plus y, which is equal to t, right? And after that you can see here d square y minus d. I am just simplifying it. I will get this as answer. Okay, so what is the thing here is this is like a square minus 2ab plus b square. So I can write it here like this, or else you can easily say now 1 is the product and 2 is the sum. So 1 1 minus 1 minus 1. So I can easily get d as 1 1. You can write in either way. Okay, so I have got the roots. So I am just putting the CF and then pi. Pi is what? Y 1 by d minus 1 the whole square. Like I need to write it in the denominator into the x term, the left term, right? Left term is what? T. So I am just writing t here. Okay, this is like 1 minus x, like 1 minus x, wait a minute, I will write the formulas. 1 minus x, the whole power minus 2 will be like 1 plus 2x plus 3x square, so plus it will be go on. So likewise here I am just substituting the value. X is what? D, right? So 1 plus 2d plus 3d. So if it is minus symbol means there will be only plus symbol. Okay. So this is the term here. I am just writing all these things into t. Here you can see here, if I differentiate t for one time, I will get the value as 1. If I differentiate t by 2 times means it will become 0. So t plus 2, d means it will become 1. D square means it will become 0. So t plus 2. This is the answer for particular integration. Just write the whole solution like whatever you have found, like in this. This is complementary function and this one is what? Particular integration. So from this, just substitute the value of log here and simplify it, you will get the answer. Okay. And the next thing, differential equation is what? Lagrange's linear differential equation. So you can see here, instead of x, they have given ax plus b the whole power n into dn by dy by dxn plus k1 into ax plus b. Likewise, it will be go on. This is a general equation. So here we need to put, before we are going to put log x equal to c, right? So instead of x, I am just putting ax plus b. So this is the previous thing. So now we are just gonna put like this, right? So for this thing, we know that log x, which is equal to t, means x into dx by dy by dx will be equal to d into y, right? So we need to substitute this. So for this thing, we will get like this. So for this thing means, instead of x, substitute ax plus b. So into a, this is important, you need to put into a here. So after that you will get some, after that means you will get the equations, like what is the answer. Okay, you can see here. So from this you will get a into dy. Just substitute all these values here and you will get the answer. So next thing is, thus equation reduced to like this form, f of d into y, which is equal to t. Okay. Next comes the initial value problem. What is the initial value problem? These are the important things. Initial and boundary value. Like they will give some values like initial values and initial values in terms of y and y derivatives. We need to substitute these things in the equation, like in the roots, in the last y equation. You will get the answer and just substitute those answer in the y again and you will, this will be the answer. So initial value problem is what? Differential equation along the condition. So differential equation will have some condition at only one variable. So the condition is applicable only to the one variable, means this is initial value problem. If these conditions are applicable to independent variables, means this will be like boundary value formula. Okay. So I am just giving some previous problems, like up to this we will only continue the problems. Okay, just concentrate on this, you will get easy problems. These are all problems are asked in the gates questions, gates CEAE questions. So just concentrate this. They have given y which is equal to e power 2x and they need this, they had given this is the solution for this equation. We need to find it is true or false. What is the equation here? Just write it in d operator. So d square plus d minus 2, which is equal to 0. So I can get the root as this one. So I am just writing the CI. After that you can see here the one of this 1 is a solution like e power minus 2x. So we can easily trade this e power minus 2x as a solution. So it is true. Okay, and the next sum, they have given one equation here and they have asked what is this equation is about. Generally the linear equation will be, if it is second derivative, then the next term will be first derivative and the next term will be y, and which is equal to x. This is the linear equation thing. So you can see here second derivative and then the first derivative and then what, a normal term which is equal to x term. So this one satisfies this thing. So we cannot say homogeneous, non-homogeneous and non-linear. So it will be a linear order, and you can say this is a second derivative. So second order of linear. Okay, the order is 2. So again they have given one question like d power 4 mu by dx power 4 plus 4 lambda 4 into mu, which is equal to 1 plus x square, right? So this is the question. So from this question we need to take d power 4 plus 4 into lambda, like you don't need to put 4 and all, just put d power 4 plus lambda power 4, which is equal to 0. So I can get lambda in the form of roots, like, so for that equations we can easily say the left hand side we need to equate it to 0, right? So after that, this is like, there is one formula a square plus b square which is equal to a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. This is a formula. So from this formula I am just writing d power 4 plus 4 lambda 4 is by a square plus b square. If a square is d power 4 means a will be d square. If b square will be equal to 4 power lambda 4 means b will be equal to 2 and lambda k. So this will be equal to, so the b will be like this. So a square plus b square which is equal to a plus b the whole square minus ab, okay, which is equal to 0. So by substituting all these value you will get like these two things, and you can easily write like this also, d square plus 2 lambda square plus 2 bd, like this one will be b and this one will be a and this one will be c. So from these two things I am just taking the complex formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So just substitute all these values and you will get the answer as minus 1 plus or minus lambda plus or minus lambda 1 or lambda plus or minus lambda I. This is I, this is complex term. So from here you can easily write the CF values, right? This is, and we need to find the PI. PI is what? Just write this equation in the reverse order into 1 plus the left hand side x term. So you can see here what is the last term here, just bring it to upside, and what is the last term here, 4 lambda 4. So I am just taking 1 by 4 lambda 4 will be as outside. So these things will become like, we need to write it in reverse order, right? If I take 1 by 4 lambda per 4 outside means d power 4 by 4 lambda 4 plus 1, right? So I am just writing in the reverse order. So 1 plus x the whole power minus 1, okay, which is equal to so 1 plus d power 4 by 4 lambda power 4. So you can easily say here, right, pi which is equal to the left term, this thing, by, if I differentiate it, if I simplify it means I will get 4 lambda power 4. So just add all these two equations and you will get the answer. Okay, so let's see the next sum. These are all important and gate sums. Okay, just concentrate. General equations of differential equation, they have given one equation. This is like Cauchy. So if it is a Cauchy formula, means Cauchy equation, you will write it as x equal to e power t, which is equal to log x, right? T equal to log x. Just we need to substitute x square into d square by y by dx square, means d into d minus 1. Likewise minus d plus 1, which is equal to 0. So we will get the roots and we will get the Ci here. So the next thing is what? Find the solution of A. They have given one solution. So they have given one solution including the cos, and they have given the initial boundary conditions. Okay, so just take the D operator and then find the roots and then proof it. After that, di will be equal to, they have given one like pi, which is equal to 1 by d square plus lambda square, right? We need to write this as in the inverse and then into cos omega t plus k, right? So after that, we can easily put d square as minus a. We can easily substitute these values. If d square, which is equal to minus a, means it will become so it will become like, we can directly write the values. If it is equal to 0, means you have to differentiate it. Okay, so this is the thing. So you can see here, we know that y of t is what? The same equations. So this is Ci, this is Pi. So I just wrote all the values in a combined form. After that, they have given one boundary condition, right? Y of 0 equal to 0. So just put y of 0 means what? X also 0 and y is also 0. Just put all these things. You will get C1, which is equal to the value. And again, dy by dx of 0. So we need to find first the dy by dx here and then put 0. And you will get an answer like this. Okay, so from this you just found C2, right? C2. Then substitute C1 and C2 in the y equation and then you will get the answer. So the next question is, they have given one equation. So we need to find the solution and they have given one condition here, boundary condition. Okay, and this one and this one. Okay, this is for y and this is for y dash, first derivative. And they have given the range. So first is what? We need to change this to d operator. So d square plus 2d plus 17, which is equal to 0. So here you cannot use this method. So I am just taking the complex method like a, b, c minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So by using this formula, I have found the roots as minus 1 plus or minus 4i. So just write the y term and just differentiate it because they have given one differentiation, right? So if I differentiate it, means like this is u, this is v, right? The whole term is v. The whole term is v and this one is u. So u dash. So minus, that power முன்னாடி கொண்டு வந்து base differentiate பண்ணிருக்கேன். So minus e power minus x, okay, into the same term I am just writing here, plus this is what? U into v dash. If I want to differentiate v dash, means this one is constant. So C1 cos x is differentiated, means sin x into 4 because it has 4x. So into 4, like minus sin x into this x term, again we need to differentiate it. Okay, so 4x will be 4. Likewise here C2 into cos 4x, sin x, sin 4x is differentiated to cos 4x. We will get cos 4x into 4, right? So after that, they have given 1 pi by 4, right? Pi by 4 is what? 45 degree. So just put e power minus pi by 4. Just put all these things. You know that cos pi value is 1. Cos 2 pi value is what? 2 pi value is minus 1. So likewise it goes on 1 minus 1 1 likewise. But in case of sine, all the pi values n pi, cos sine of n pi will be equal to 0. So all the pi value will be equal to 0. So here this term will be cancelled, this term will be cancelled. So this term into this term because this is 0. So into C1 plus this term into this term will become this term will become 1 and this term will become 0 because he had sign, right? So C2, 4C2. So from here you can get a equation like C2 and C1, and they have given another condition, y of 0 which is equal to 1. Y of 0 which is equal to 1 means what? I need to put x which is equal to 0 in the y term. This is a y term. If I put x 0 means cos 0 is 1. This term will become 0. So C1 into 1 which is equal to what? C1 I will get like, this is also 0. So e power 0 is 1. So C1 will be equal to 1. So just substitute here and you will get the C2 values. Substitute those C1 and C2 value in the y equation and you will get the solution. Okay, let's see another sum. They have given one differential equations. So they have given the boundary conditions same as this, but here they have given the formations of y. So we need to compare our solution with this formation and we need to find which formation is the correct one. Okay, let's see that d square plus k square which is equal to 1. So d is what? If k will go here means minus k square, right? So minus will be I and k will be k plus or minus ki. So this is the root. So I just wrote the root because there is no alpha, so e power 0 only. So e power 0 is 1. So only cos and sin term will come. So y equal to c1 cos kx plus c2 sin kx. Is this okay? Yes. After that, you need to put the boundary values. So by substituting the boundary values, you will get the C1 and C2 values. Like you can see here, the first boundary value is what? Y equal to 0, x equal to 0. So if I put y equal to 0 means 0 which is equal to x equal to 0. Sin 0 will be 0. So this one C1. So C1 is what? 0. And again, I am taking the second condition. Y equal to 0, x equal to a. So by putting 0 which is equal to, as you know, C1 is what? 0. So this term will become 0. C2 into sin Ka, right? So we have found this term. But here we can't say C2 which is equal to 0 because we don't know anything because C1 is already 0. So C2 should not be equal to 0. Then this term will be equal to 0, like sin Ka which is equal to 0. So Ka which is equal to what? Sin inverse of 0. Sin inverse of 0 which is nothing but n pi. For putting any value to the pi means, to the value to the n means you will get only 0. So Ka which is equal to n pi. So K is what? N pi by a. Just substitute all these values in the y equation. C is 0, so put it here, put it as it is. And C2 into sine of, just put the K value here and you will get the solution. You can see here, just compare the solution here. So sine should come here, this term, because there is no sign here. So this term will come. So option A is correct. Okay. Let's see another sum. The homogeneous part of differential equation, they have given one equation and they said P, Q, R are the constants and they need to find the real and distinct roots of what? So how can we find the real and distinct roots? So you can just write this as D operator, D square plus P, D plus Q which is equal to 0. So we usually find D which is equal to minus B plus or minus square root of B square minus 4AC by 2A, right? This is the formula. So here this root term, only the root term, inside the root term will be greater than 0 means it will be real and distinct part. Okay? Yes. And then they have given one function like n of x. And they have given one function, it should satisfy these boundary values like n of 0 and n of infinity. Let's see that. So I am just converting that function to d operation. So d square minus 1 by L square which is equal to 0. So d will be plus or minus 1 by L. So I can easily write e power 1 by Lx minus 1 by Lx. Okay, this is up to this we have finished. Then there is two boundary conditions. So if we put n of 0 means x equal to 0. If we put 0 here means the value will be 1. So C1 plus C2 which is equal to K. Which is equal to K. Okay. Then n of infinity, we need to put n of infinity like e of infinity, x equal to infinity. So e of plus infinity, e of minus infinity. E of minus infinity will be 0. E of plus infinity will be infinity. So that's the thing I have written here. E of infinity is infinity, E of minus infinity is 0. So C1 is what? 0. We have got it. So just substitute here and find the C2 value. Substitute these two values in the n of x form, you will get the answer. Okay. Okay. Then comes the another sum. This is asked in the 2012. Okay. We need to find the maximum value of y of t in the differential equation. They have given the equation. What is this? This is nothing but y dash. What is this? Double dot means double derivative. That's it. Okay. So y double dash of t plus y dash of t, which is equal to 0. Okay, with initial condition y double dash of t plus y of t, which is equal to 0, and they have given the boundary conditions here. So I need to just write it in d operator. So d square plus 1, which is equal to 0. I have got the roots. So find the ci values. After that, substitute the values here. First substitute this value. If I substitute this value means I will get c1, which is equal to 1. After that, take first derivative of this value y. So if I put this means I will get like minus c1. This is c1, right? This is c1. So minus c1 into cos t. If we differentiate cos t means it will become minus sin t, plus c2 into cos t. If we differentiate it means it will become cos t. Sorry, sin t if we differentiate means it will become like cos t. So from this thing just substitute c1, which is equal to 1. So if I do so, sorry, just put, I just found the y dash of t. So what is the condition here? Y dash of 0, which is equal to 1. So I am just substituting 0 in case of his, in case of this equation. So I just get c2, which is equal to 1. So two values are okay. So I just got two values. So I just wrote the y here. But here they have asked the maximum value. When the y will have the maximum value means first derivative, because there is only one derivative they have given, first derivative, right? So first derivative, which is equal to 0, means the y value will have the maximum value. So for that purpose I am just taking the first derivative for this y equation. So if I do so, minus sin t plus cos t will become, okay, will come. So which is equal to 0. So which is nothing but this sign will go there. So cos t, which is equal to sin t. When these two values will be equal means in 45 degree, sin 45 is also 1 by root 2. Cos 45 is also 1 by root 2. So 45 degree only the two values will be equal. So t is what? Pi by 4. So maximum value at y means just put this t values here in the y. You will get the answer right like this. 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, which is equal to 2 times of root 2. Normally a whole number can be written in root means 2. If it is 2 means you can written as root 2 into root 2. Okay. If it is 4 means you can written as root 4 into root 4. Okay. So this root 2 will get cancelled and only root 2 will come. And let's see the next sum. X square into d square y by dx square plus x into dy by dx minus y, which is equal to 0. Okay, this is a sum. You can see here this is like the Cauchy linear differential equation. Okay, so we need to put this term, we need to replace this term as d into d minus 1 plus this term as d and minus 1, which is equal to 0. Just multiply it, you will get d, which is equal to plus or minus 1. So I have found the ci value here. Okay, so this is the thing, but you can see here this is the condition. So e power t log x, which is equal to t, means e power t, which is equal to x. So e power t we need to put x, e power minus t means we will put 1 by x. Okay, if they asked how can I get y value as 1 by x, like y equal to 1 by x, how can I get this value means you need to put C2 which is equal to 1 and C1 which is equal to 0. How? If I put C1 equal to 0 means this term will get cancelled. I will consider this term only. If I put 1 means I can directly write the y value as 1 by x. Okay. So, like this the questions will be asked. The last sum. Water is flowing at a steady rate through a homogeneous saturated horizontal soil strip of 10-meter length. So, they have given the 10-meter length, total length. The strip is being subjected to a constant water head. Water head means what? So, this is like a tank means if the tank has the half, total is 10 and the water is what? 5. So, this is the head of the water. So, that's the thing here. Water head H. Okay. Of 5 meter at the beginning. So, at the beginning it has 5 and 1 meter at the ending. So, it goes on increasing. So, sorry, it goes on decreasing. So, this 5 will become 1. So, at the end, if the governing equation of flow in soil strip is d square h by dx square which is equal to 0, where x is the distance along the soil strip means we need to find the h value in the middle. They have given the beginning and end. We need to find the middle. This is dead easy. Don't need to worry about the questions. What is the first thing they have given? This equation. Just replace it to d operator and you will get the value. You know this is 0. So, there are two roots. So, two constants C1 plus C2x which is equal to e power 0. Okay, yes. So, e power 0 is what? 1. So, I will get this equation. Here, what is the condition? They have given total is 10 meter. But they have given in the beginning like in the 0. So, it starts from 0 to right. It starts from 0. So, if x is equal to 0 in the beginning means the head is what? 5 meter. So, h is 5 meter at x equal to 0. Just substitute these values in the h equation. You will get 5 as 5, C1 as 5. After that, this is end, right? This is beginning. So, at the end means totally the total height is what? The total height is 10 meter. So, beginning is 0 means at the end is 10. So, x equal to 10 meter. So, if x equal to 10 means just substitute h is 1 and x is 10. So, 1 plus C1 plus C2 into 10. So, just C1 value. Substitute the C1 value. So, after that you will get the C2 value as minus 2 by 5. Right. So, just substitute these two values here and you will get the h value. But still we need to find the middle strip. If beginning is 0 and the end is 10 means what is the middle value? So, 10 by 2 which is nothing but 5. Okay. So, if x is 5 meter, sorry, if x is 5 means what is the h value? Then we will find the middle thing. So, just substitute x is 5 here. Okay, x has 5 here. So, you will get the value as 3. So, this is the middle, the value of h for the middle strip. So, thank you so much for watching this and another one more video will be produced for this differential equation. Okay, up to that differential equation is finished. So, still we have finished 4 chapters. Again 3 or 2 chapters are remaining. After completing this, we will complete the entire engineering mathematics. Okay, thank you so much for watching this. And if you have any queries, please raise it in the comments. If you have any suggestions too, please raise it in the comments. I will do response for the comments. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye-bye.